Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the blessed the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rule Well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. I'm going to go through a little lesson, like I said from the last one, to explain charity to, some of the new people that mightn't understand it properly. First I'm going to explain how important charity is, and then a little wisdom about how to go about doing it. It said in 1 Peter 4, I'll start from 8, right? It say, and above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover a multitude of sins. Right? So the scriptures say charity covers a multitude of sins. So it actually have a big part in erasing your transgressions when doing charity. Also, how it say here is say fervent charity among yourselves, because the scripture also talk about who to give charity to and all these things, but we'll get down to that a little further down. Right, say the 1 Corinthians 13 verse 13, and say, and now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, which are very important. It say, but the greatest of these is charity. Right? So in these scriptures will show you how important charity is. Now charity does come in different ways. Charity wouldn't always be giving somebody money, because they will have some people that are able to do that. Some people will be able to feed the sheep a lot better than the rest. That is a form of charity. And have some who will be more helpful than others. Even though they mightn't be able to do it on a financial level, they'll be able to help them on a physical level. There are many different ways of performing charity, right? But charity within itself, in the manner in which you are capable, is very important. You understand? Because really and truly, as a part of the body, a Mashiach, you're supposed to try to be helpful to the body. You understand? You can't just be a part of the body that not being helpful in any way. If you could help, then help. If you could help more than others, don't study how much more you just do compared to them, because that was just a lot that you was given. How much that how I would say is supposed to give charity in how much that you are able. If you're more able than somebody else, it's obvious that you would give more charity than somebody else in whatsoever you are able to do so. But that is just for you to focus on. Somebody else who not able to give as much charity will focus on how they could do it and how much they could give. You understand? And let's go hand in hand for men as well as women, because for women their charity might be a little different. You understand? There are certain differences in how they just go about doing things. You see, I commend unto you Phoebe, our sister, which is a servant of the church which is in Centria, because Phoebe was a servant unto the apostles. She was like how women that serve, they can be able to go out and preach or edify and all these different things. They don't have to learn complex breakdowns and all these different things. You understand? They just serve the men, and the men that serve the Most High. That is how they just do a lot of their charity, by serving the men of the Most High, because all that pertains to helping the Most High. Because if you serve a man of the Most High and he is serving the Most High, you help in the cause. You understand? That is how the ordinance level does work. It say that you receive her in the Lord as becometh saints, and that ye assist her in whatsoever business she had need of, for she had been a succorer of many, and of myself also. So he said that she was a succorer of, let me make sure I spell that correct. She was a succorer of him also. Let me see what a succorer is. Oh, on it already. Oh, internet connection. Let me see what soccer is. Alright, select here just now. Right, a soccer, alright. It say a woman set over others, right? It say a female guardian, protectress, right? It say a patroness. It say caring for the affairs of others and aiding them with her resources, because that is what the women who used to serve the Messiah and the apostles in those times used to do. You understand? When the apostles used to go on journey, when they bounce up women like this, they used to go and stay by them. The women used to help them, and wherever the case may be. That is how women just serve the Most High, because they can't be able to do it how men just do it. So that is how they just go about doing it. But for a man of the Most High, he will have a more variety of ways to do it. His charity could be pertaining to feeding the sheep. It could be towards money if he has. It could be towards help, being helpful. It could be towards many different things. But charity within itself is very important. But you also have to use wisdom when you're giving charity. Like, for example, if you know a brother does gamble and you're accustomed to spending out all the money, you wouldn't go and give him more money. You understand? You wouldn't be helping that brother. You gotta be able to use wisdom to know here what's going on. If your brother keeps squandering the money every time he gets, sometimes he might have a burn. So he could be able to learn here what's going on. That way you're doing to yourself more harm than good. And if I help you, it will actually make you worse. It would make you better. So wisdom is an important thing when you're giving charity on the whole. Alright, I go to Matthew 6. I'll start from 1, right? It said, take heed that ye do not your alms before men. It said to be seen of them, because charity is just like praying. It's something you're supposed to do in secret. You're not supposed to be giving charity to people publicly for people to see, or after you give charity, you're not supposed to go and boast about it with other people. That is actually something you're not supposed to be doing. It say, otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Right? Straight up. It say, therefore, when thou doest thine alms, which is charity, it say, do not sound the trumpets before thee, which means to make it plain for people to see or to boast about it, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, Salakia, it say, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. That is how secretly you had to be about it. You understand? It's not supposed to be something you're supposed to be making plain for others to see and know, or making it out. It say that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. Right? So that is also something else important when it comes to giving alms. You're supposed to do it secretly. You're not supposed to be doing it for people, for others to see, or making it out, or going back and tell other people, I just give this person charity, or I just go and do that charity. It's something you're actually supposed to be discreet about. Alright? Now, one here for in Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, the book of Sirach 12. I'll start from 1. It say, when thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it. It says, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. It says, do good to a godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High. Because, like, say how the saying is go, when you give, sometimes when you give charity, You don't know to yourself that you mightn't actually get anything back out of it. Like when somebody go and feed the poor, they're not going to get anything back out of it, but at least not in a physical sense. You understand? Because if that person can recompense your faith, the Most High will recompense your faith. He said so. You understand? If you give in charity to others, He will recompense your faith. Even if it's in a way that you can't be able to see, He will pay you back. Right? It say there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. So even in the Apocrypha, it's showing you how important charity is. Even if you can't do it on a financial level, charity within itself is something very important and something the scriptures is always stress on. It say, give to the godly man and help not a sinner. It say, do well unto him that is low, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou have done unto him. Because that is how most of the people in the world is. There are people in the world who not according to the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. When you help them, when they get the chance, they're not going to help you back. And if you even help them to reach in a high position, when they get in a high position, they will actually do you more harm than good. That is how wicked these people is. These are not people that you're not supposed to be quick to help. You understand? Now the scriptures say, in all things be circumspect, because it would have sinners that you would help in life. For example, majority of the people in the truth, their mother and father are sinners. Sure does help the mother and father. You understand? So it's something that you have to use discernment for. Majority of the people in this world are wicked, and they will be going through certain things. We just go through similar things with them, but they will be going through certain things because the Most High doing that to them. The same way the Most High does do certain things to us. You understand? Because we have to go through a tribulative state, but he put the men of the Most High with each other so that when you're going through that state, you have your brother to help you. But when he put the wicked in that state, he put in that on them so they could go through that by themselves. You understand? You're not very supposed to help them out of that situation. Is that somebody who actually being according to the Most High standard, them may just help when they're in that situation. But like I say, it would have certain people who would not be according to that standard that you would tend to help at times. Like your mother and father, for example, or a family member who probably does behave a certain way towards you. You understand? It's a matter of wisdom. It says, for the Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. It say, give unto the good and help not a sinner. So with the Spirit with you, you'll be able to have proper discernment to know how to go about doing things like that. Because like I say, there are people in the world who actually does be useful to you. You understand? And you might help them at times also. It's all about discernment. So there's Psalms 112 verse 5. It say, good man sheweth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. You understand? So that is where that discernment is coming, to be able to know when to help, who to help, how much to help, and all these different things. Now a godly man, as long as he according to the Most High standard, you understand, that will be somebody that you'll be quicker to help, and you'll know how much to help him and so forth through discernment. But a wicked person who the Most High put in through that ordeal and want him to suffer it is not somebody to be quick to help. The Most High know why he put him in that ordeal, and he know why he don't want nobody to help him out of that ordeal, because he has something to pay for. Well, that was a little touch pertaining to charity, how to go about doing charity and the importance of charity, because charity within itself, according to the scriptures, is something very important. But charity with sincerity is what is a big point in charity, because if you give charity and you're not actually sincere in doing it, You understand? That is when you will have a problem, because it will come like if you didn't give any charity at all. If you given alms and you upset about giving alms, or you don't really want to give the person or want to help them, then you will be defeating the purpose. Right? And with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. Shalom.